Hi, this is Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Your home sold guaranteed or I'll buy it. Thanks for taking a minute to listen in. In a moment, I'll share with you some valuable information about this topic. Los Angeles real estate top 200 websites. If you see any properties that are of interest to you, let us know. We will gladly send you a property information packet on any loft, condo, or house, or we will arrange for a private preview upon request. If you have a home you'd like to sell, you should know that I will guarantee the sale of your present home at a price acceptable to you, or I'll buy it for cash. This guarantee will allow you to buy your next home without worrying about selling your present home. To find out how much you could sell your home for, call me at 213-880-9910 now. We're seeing more and more sad scenery in LA, and it's causing some to leave for greener pastures. The LA Loft blog presents a special series on the most useful local real estate websites. We're presenting them in alphabetical order, with 10 domains at a time, over the next month or so. So now here are the first 10 of the top 200 websites. 1,100 lofts, and you'll be able to click on any of these to check them out. Let's click on one here. 1100lofts.com is a Chase building at 1100 Wilshire. And once you go in there, if it's a property site like this, you can click on to see all the 1100 Wilshire lofts for sale or for lease. And you can even get access to the unlisted units and also new properties that are under construction nearby. Okay. The next one is 2-story loft. So that has extra high ceilings, more bed area separation. And 655hopeloft.com. So that one is the supreme location there on 7th Street Restaurant Row, and has high-end finishes and modern, what to me is like modern New York penthouse type of style. AffordableLoftsLA.com. Those, of course, are lower price range for lease in downtown LA. AgentQuestionsLA.com, and this is about avoiding mistakes and getting help to buy or sell real estate. ArtLoft LA, so that is creative live workspaces. ArtsDis.com, that's short for ArtsDistrict.com, the neighborhood of downtown Los Angeles. BarkerWarehouse.com, that's popular lofts district, loft condominiums. BartlettLoft.com, historic loft condos on 7th Street. And BeaconLoft.com, which is industrial style condos in the best part of the Arts District. And here are reader questions. Let me turn off this beeping noise real quick, and I'll be right back in just a second. Okay, so we won't have any more beeps going on. Let's answer these reader questions. Question: is there an update for oceanwide Los Angeles? The answer: here's something that just happened. One prospective buyer just called our team asking for information and for help to potentially buy Oceanwide Plaza project, and they said they could do like $100 million. But I let them know the project costs closer to $1 billion, so any potential buyer needs to be looking at around $500 million minimum, if they're going to get a good deal. But it could be closer to $1 billion or more to buy that complex or to finish it. So that would require at least $100 million to $200 million down payment in order to take over the project. But that's just based on what we know. So you can find out more about what we do know by clicking on this link here that will show you more articles that we wrote about Oceanwide Plaza. Oceanwide Plaza is an unfinished $1 billion hotel, condo, retail complex right in the right across the street from LA Live Staples Center and the Los Angeles Convention Center. So it's in a really notable location where that thing has been sitting stagnant for about a year now. Next question: what can be done about a corrupt HOA board, a corrupt homeowners association board? The answer? Here is a story of one HOA board that recalled the corrupt board. If you click on this where it says more, you'll see that story of what we wrote about on the LA Loft blog about when that happened to someone in the last year or two. Unfortunately, the recall usually fails. Well, for several reasons. First of all, people already know the members on the board, and sometimes a devil that they know is better than the devil they don't know. But also because the recalls fail because the corrupt board takes many steps to cheat on the election, such as banning their critics from voting, banning their critics from running to be on the board, calling the HOA election, like they'll have an election or the recall election, before all the votes are in, they'll say that it's done, using HOA homeowners' funds to promote the corrupt HOA members, to promote themselves by, they'll spend HOA money to advertise themselves. And then they will also use HOA funds to attack and criticize their critics. They will hire crooked vote counters. They will hide votes. And so those are things that I have actually seen happen. And I've seen them happen close to home, so to speak. So, so we know those things do happen. And those are some of the many reasons why it's hard to recall the board. However, the board should be recalled if they are corrupt. I mean, and so when the board was recalled, at one of the Loft condo buildings in Los Angeles, it did take 2 or 3, 4 people together to get it done, and they did cheat and do all those things that I said that HOA boards may do, were things that they actually did, the corrupt board that I'm talking about. And so the good news is that the truth over time, when you work on it, and you got to make sure you communicate with the other. If you're living in an HOA and the board is corrupt and say they're targeting you, trying to make your life miserable or whatever, or maybe they're just, they're bad and you need to get rid of them, the important thing is to talk to your neighbors about it, and talk to your neighbors about it, and talk to your neighbors about it, and email and communicate online. Make sure that you have a private online discussion group for your community, such as Yahoo groups, Facebook groups, or Slack, or some other online social media where you have a private group where you can talk amongst yourselves, your neighbors, either your homeowners or all your neighbors. So the good news will bubble to the surface, and the other homeowners will eventually, especially if you ask them to help put an end to the problem, the neighbors will eventually, learn the truth, and they will get tired of it, and they will, usually they will want to get rid of those board members eventually. And then some good HOA board members will, usually get onto the board after that. All right. So that's how to make a short story long. Next question: is the urban exodus from Los Angeles actually happening? Answer: yes. There are currently more residents planning to move out and moving out of California and moving out of downtown Los Angeles, more than those who want to move in. So to reduce exposure, they're moving out because they want to. They're moving out of California. They have been because they want to spend less money, lower taxes, less bureaucracy, and less crime, and basically they want less shithole cities. So and now they want less exposure to viruses. So those are all the reasons: strife, blight, homeless encampments, crime. That's why there's an exodus away from California, and an exodus now away from most of the big U.S. cities are having the same issue, and they're moving to suburbs and smaller towns. And you can click on more to see what we've talked about that. So here's where you could find out how much the condo down the street sold for. Get a free list of recently sold homes by filling out this online form right here. This is on the LA Loft blog, and if you don't see this, just go on the LA Loft blog, laloftblog.com, and you could search for top 200 websites. Top 200. Or you could probably Google search Los Angeles real estate top 200 websites. And then if you search for it this way on the LA Loft blog, it'll come up and you can click on the title to pull up the full thing, the full enchilada. That way you get, you can access all these links that I was telling you about, these websites and all these other things, and the form to find out what the home down the street sold for, or find out how much your home would sell for. All right, well, thanks for joining us. Here's a busy downtown LA street. How busy it was before the Greater Depression of 2020 and before the crazy virus situation. Thanks for taking a look at what's happening with Los Angeles real estate top 200 websites. I'm Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Your home sold guaranteed, or I'll buy it. As I mentioned earlier, a property information packet is available on any loft, condo, or house, or we will arrange for a private preview upon request. If you have a home you'd like to sell, you should know that I will guarantee the sale of your present home at a price acceptable to you, or I'll buy it for cash. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and you take care. Bye-bye.